Hey, Tubies. Did I scare you? This is Psychic Bob. Well, how you like my new friend here that I got? This is my skull. Actually, I found this last year at a clearance sale at Pier 1, and I just love it. And look at this. I bought it. It was actually, this is painted on. It says, I love witches. And I saw that. I said, Psychic Bob, gotta have that. Well, I'm so glad you're here. You know, this time of year, I'm always thinking about the dead. Of course, being a psychic medium, I guess I'm always thinking about that world, but especially now that we're near Halloween. And, if you want to be more in touch with the spirit world, you definitely want to start with maybe checking out my Saturday night seance. Last night I did a seance called Psychic Bob's Saturday Night Seance. We do that every Saturday night. And if you didn't see that, you need to check it out. It's in the queue right before this video, okay? So definitely check that out. But I was thinking about last night, and what a miracle it is that we can have connections. We can have communication with the other side. And if you have somebody even say, well, gee, Bob, I want to really kind of connect to that spirit world. A lot of you have been writing saying you feel that the veil is thin at this time of year. I totally am with you on that. Well, have I got a little spell for you today? That's right, we can do a little magic and help you connect with our friend here and the spirit world. Let me set this down a second here. Today's magic spell is taken from this book, which many of you may have or know about. You should get it if you don't have it. It's Llewellyn's Witches Spell a Day Almanac. Now, this is the 2016, and the year's almost over. But even if you haven't bought this, I would suggest you buy it because every day it has magic spells in it. And you can even keep it as a spell book for, you don't have to do the spells on the day. But down the road you could find a spell out of this that is helpful for you. So if you don't have this book, I would suggest you get it. I think they've just about, or they haven't, they're soon coming out with the 2017, which I want to get. But I save all of mine. I have a whole collection going back like 10 years. And what's really nice is at the front of the book, if you're looking for a specific spell, it gives a breakdown of what spells are found on what pages. So if you need like a protection spell, it'll say go on these dates for protection spells. So it's got a little chart in it so you can check, you don't have to read every single page. You got a little summary at the beginning of each book. Some of the older versions, like 10 years back, didn't do that. This is something they've probably done the last 5 or 6 years. But I'm really glad for that chart because it makes the book much more useful. And it just shows that you can still do the spells even if it's not on the exact date. But what they do is they try to make spells that are in timing with the harmony of the season and the month that it's in. But anyways, I thought I'd do a spell out of here. This is actually talking about spells on a different day. This is actually from last week, from October 19th. But the name of the spell is called, in fact, let me put on my glasses here. The name of the spell is called the Memento Mori Meditation. And I thought I'd read some of this to you here. And it says, the skull is a symbol, is symbolic of our shared condition. It is the casing of the brain, the mortal shell that houses the immortal soul. Replicas and images of human skulls are meditative tools that can help us to connect to the spirit world, and they are plentiful in many shops at this time of year. And here's the spell, and it says, place a model or image of a skull at your bedside, along with your book of shadows and a journal. Okay, so here's our skull. And it says, so place a model or image of a skull at your bedside, along with your book of shadows or a journal. Before you sleep, okay, before you sleep, um, ground and center. Then gaze into the skull's eyes and speak this gravestone incantation. And here's the spell. You got to say this, okay? So you look at the skull, put it by your bed, and look into its eyes. And then you say, look into my eyes and know, beyond this world we all must go. Whisper now from where you be, what messages do you have for me? See, so you whisper that to your skull companion. And then you go to sleep. And then it says, record any dreams or visions that come to you in the night. Did you make a connection? Isn't that wonderful? Such a simple little spell, yet very profound, very mystical. So if you want to do that spell and want a copy of that, definitely check out Llewellyn's Witch's Spell a Day Almanac. They might actually sell this over at Lady Angela's. I don't know if she has it, but you should definitely pop over to rarewiccaspells.com. See if she carries this. She might have the 2017 version now. I don't know. I have to go look, but I'm going to buy my copy soon. If it's not out now, I'm going to get it as soon as it comes out. So there you go. There's our mystical skull. You know, this skull, he doesn't scare me. He's so sweet looking. At least it makes me laugh. I like it. And he loves witches too. So anyways, guys, I hope that you'll explore this. You know, this is the wonderful thing. If you say, I need more magic in my life, you want to pick up this book. This book makes it very easy to do spells every day. They try to stick to simple ingredients, things that you would have on hand in your house, so you don't have to spend a fortune and, have a big complexity. If you're saying, well, Psychic Bob, I can't afford to go buy a skull like that. Well, you know what you could do? You could go to the internet and print out pictures of skulls. In fact, let me put some up here for you, okay? So there you go. So here's some skull images, and you could do that spell. You could also invoke Santa Muerte for that spell as well. And I'll put up a picture of Santa Muerte up here as well. So anyways, there you go. Now, this upcoming week, we are going to have a video about Santa Muerte. Probably won't be till Friday. But, definitely we're going to have more about the working with the mystical skull energy, Santa Muerte, the holy dead at this time of year. I am so glad you guys are here. You are the best. I hope you'll keep it here at Spirit Channel. If you haven't done so, give Psyche Bob some love. Like this favorite, share it with your friends, and if you can, hit that subscribe button. Be part of our scene here. We'd sure love you to be here. Well, guys, listen, tell me in the box below, do you own a mystical skull? Have you ever had a mystical experience? What about Llewellyn's Witch's Spell a Day Almanac? Have you ever used this? Do you have a copy? Let me hear about your experiences. Maybe you have a favorite spell that you've done. Anyways, let's have a discussion. Share in the box below either your experiences about working with the Santa Muerte or the Holy Skulls, or it could be anything really, even a whole different subject, a spell out of this book. I'd love to hear it from you. So anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, thanks for being here. Keep it here. We got more tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, and that's the day of the moon. And we'll have something mystical. I haven't decided what yet. But if you have an idea, also you can put in the box below what you want me to talk about tomorrow. You guys rock. Keep it here, Spiritual. I love you. And remember, if you didn't see the seance last night, definitely go check that out. It's the video right before this one in the queue. All right, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and may you always blessed be.